Hamitakiapi, Shajekiri Makupi, Wambli Jaja Zizi Itrancha Hemielo. I want to share something with everyone at this time, and it's about a dream. And I know a lot of you worked with a dream about President uh, Obama, and we had a lot of good interpretations which basically were on target with what everybody was basically saying the same thing. Now, thank you for everything that you shared. Now, I have this other dream that is really important, I feel, and it's about Carl Sagan. And and maybe some of you could probably interpret this as well. And and I feel like it's sort of like self-explanatory, but I'm going to share with the dream with you anyways. In this dream, I was up on a panel in a studio, a broadcast. There were with Carl Sagan and about four other men who I didn't recognize. But we were in between commercial breaks, like, and then the announcer finally come in and said, "Okay, we're coming in live. We're counting down to 5, and we're going to take questions from the audience time." So then they started 5, 4. Everybody went quiet. Then he welcomed the crowd back to the show, and he announced that we were taking questions from the audience. And somebody in the audience raised their hand, and they asked, "Mr. Sagan, do you believe in aliens?" And he said, "Yes." And as soon as he said yes, somebody said, "Cut." Then these men come out of the audience. They had sunglasses, they were dressed in suits, and they come in and they took out all these tapes from the show, from these machines and stuff. And if there was some in these cameras, they took all that, put it in a box, and then they went and they reloaded again, reloaded all their machines. And so this guy said, "Okay, we're going to take 2. We're gonna count down, and we're going to take questions from the audience." So 5, 4, and everybody got quiet. And he announced and welcomed the audience back to the show. And he said, "Now we're taking questions from the audience." And somebody in the audience raised their hand. They said, "Mr. Sagan, do you believe there's life, other life in this universe?" And he said, "Yes." Then everybody stopped. They turned around. These men come out of the audience, dressed in black suits and black sunglasses, and they went and they took out all these tapes from the cameras and the machines, and they put them in this box. Then they went and reloaded them all again. And so they said, "Okay, we're ready to go. We'll do a take 3. We'll do a countdown, and we're going to take other questions from the audience." So the third time they did the countdown, they welcomed the crowd again, and they asked for questions. And so one of the questions, somebody raised their hand. They said, "Dr. Sagan, do you believe that there's life outside of this universe? And do you believe that we're the only intelligent life there is?" And he said that there's no life anywhere. There's no life at the Pleiadians. The Pleiadians, they don't exist. They're not a star race. And those Pleiadians, they don't work with how to create love within the human being. And they don't know nothing about time, those Pleiadians. So then I finally understood what he was saying. He was addressing the audience for sort of like a reverse psychological way of letting them know that these Pleiadians were real by talking another backward language. And so I said, "Oh, he's got it. He's got it. he's got that language, and I was happy that he was able to say, no, there's no life other than us here. So he was only saying what these men wanted him to say, and also reversing the language and saying what the audience wanted to hear. So I was happy with that in my dream. I was just listening, and I was doing the thumbs up thing, saying, you got it. So I thought I'd share that dream with you, and if anybody wants to comment on that, that would be great. Mitaku ye oyasi.
For more information on the next Star Knowledge Conference, call Alan at 818-661-7437 or go to starknowledgeconference.com.